Good morning everyone, Andrew here with Food and Travel 360. We just made it through security here at Haneda Airport and we are happy to say that we are on our way to Hong Kong. Alright everyone, we just arrived here at Hong Kong. We just grabbed our luggage. There's going to be a lot to see, a lot to do here. We're going to go settle down first, but after that we're going to jump right into the action. Okay, we're now walking down one of the main streets of Hong Kong. This is Nathan Road, and I just met up with my wife, my daughter, and my mom. My mom's back here, here's my wife, and my daughter's sleeping, but we're going to look for someplace to eat right now, because we're all a bit hungry, so we're going to look around for some food, and as soon as we find a place, we'll get settled down. Dim sum restaurant now. For those who don't know, dim sum is a popular Chinese breakfast. It consists of a lot of small dishes that you order and share. So we're gonna order a few of the staple dim sum dishes, and we're gonna go over different flavors that they have to offer. But real quick, here's a look at the menu. They do have an English menu, and they even have some pictures, so you won't have trouble ordering. Okay, the first dish to come out is the barbecue pork wrapped in rice noodle. So it's really soft and gooey, or it should be at least. And it comes with the sweet soy sauce. So it's nice and gooey, nice and sticky. It's very gelatinous. The actual roll itself, the rice noodle, is very plain, very light. But the pork gives a nice salty flavor, and it's complemented really nice by that sweet soy sauce. Okay, this next dish is a shrimp dumpling. Really nice. The wrapper has a little chewiness to it, and the shrimp itself is nicely seasoned. A little bit salty, a little bit peppery. The shrimp dumpling is definitely one of the most well-known dim sum dishes, next to the very famous and very popular siumai, or shumai, that we have coming up shortly. Next up here, this is called a phoenix claw. It's advertised as a phoenix claw. Obviously it's not a phoenix claw. This is actually chicken feet. This is first deep fried, and then it's steamed in a black bean sauce. It is also a very popular Chinese dim sum dish. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so you do have to work a little bit for this. There are bones, but the skin comes right off. And a little bit chewy, definitely get that black bean flavor in there. It is very nice, and if you're feeling adventurous, definitely give this a shot. It's really not that bad for those guys that haven't tried it yet. Next up is this barbecue pork bun, also known as a char siu bao, very popular. It's just a steamed bun with the pork filling inside, barbecue pork filling. The bread is nice and airy, very light and fluffy. And the actual pork, even though it's barbecue pork, I know Western style barbecue is more of like a sweet and sour taste. This is mostly sweet. You could say it's a sweet sauce on this pork inside this cloud of a bun. Alright, a few more dishes have just arrived. This that I have on my chopsticks is the staple dim sum dish. This is the pork dumpling, also known as the shumai. This is the most popular probably. Let's get into this shumai right here. This yellow outside is an egg wrap, and you don't really taste it, it sort of just melts. But the inside, the pork is really nice and juicy, and it's got a nice texture to it, the springiness to it. It's really nice, really flavorful. This is definitely a must-try when you come get dim sum. Next is this Chinese meatball. Inside there are green onions and scallions. Otherwise it's probably just minced meat, so let's give it a shot. The meatball is very soft, It's very tender, and you can definitely taste those greens in there. It's very aromatic. It's really good. All right, let's try this spare rib. Phil already tried it. He said it's very smooth and tender.
Yes,
so let's try it out. This is probably the most flavorful item I've tried here. There's a lot of different flavors going on, even though it's in a black bean sauce. You can tell this was probably marinated for days, or at least hours before being steamed up. Phil was right. It is very tender. It is very soft. You do have to work a little bit to get it off the bone. Once you do, this is a prize. This is some very good spare rib. Okay, so my daughter Kaylee is feeling a bit better. Hi, Kaylee. So we're happy to have her back. She was a little bit sick yesterday, but she's full force now, so we're happy about that. We just finished up there at the dim sum restaurant. Everything was really delicious. Even if you guys have had dim sum before, you gotta try it in Hong Kong. It tastes even better. The menu is the same as back at home in Boston. I mean, anywhere else you go, basically for dim sum. But the flavors are just that much better, and it's definitely a must try when you're here. This particular location did not have an English name, but honestly, these dim sum restaurants are everywhere. So you just gotta look around and you'll find one. But you do have to come before around like 2 or 3 because they only serve dim sum until early afternoon. We are now headed to the Saigon area for some fresh seafood. Real quick, I wanted to thank my friend Ray for coming to pick us up. He's gonna drive us. He's gonna drive us all the way down, so we're lucky to have him. And we're looking forward to some fresh seafood. We are now at one of my personal favorite spots here in Hong Kong. This is the Saigon area. It is on the water and there is all the seafood I or any other seafood lover can dream of. Right next to me here to my right is the main gate, and it says on the gate in Chinese, Seafood Street. And righteously so, because if you walk down the street right here, you are gonna see probably more seafood than you have ever seen in your life. So we're gonna go take a walk and see some of the seafood, and then we're gonna pick a restaurant and we're gonna sit down and indulge in what should be a very, very delicious meal. Guys, check out the size of this tank real quick. And this is not like an aquarium tank. These fish are meant for people to eat, okay? I wanna let you guys know that this guy right here, right in front of me now, this guy's probably a solid 5 to 6 feet long, I'd say. And probably weighs about the same as me, and I'm like 180 pounds. Okay, maybe not as much as me. Or even maybe, I don't know. But this thing is massive. You probably need a group of at least 20 people to even put a dent in this thing. But there is so much seafood around here, man. If you love seafood, you have to come here. There's no question. I mean, just look. Tanks on tanks on tanks. There's probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers of tanks with probably about 10 tanks in each row. This is just a sight to marvel at. You have everything from mantis shrimp to rock crab to blue crab to tiger prawns, big clams, small clams, conch shells, giant lobsters, spiny lobsters, Alaskan crab, snow crab, king crab, gooey duck, big prawns, and a variety of fish. I mean, I can't even name them all. I'm having a tough time keeping up, but you can't even. I can't even. This is something incredible. Every time I come here, I'm speechless. Okay, real quick. So I actually realized that in English, this place is known as Sai Kung area with a K-U-N-G instead of Saigon. I always thought it was just Saigon because in Chinese it's a Sai Kung area. So I thought it was Saigon, but the correct name in English is actually Sai Kung. But either way, there's still going to be plenty of amazing seafood. So we have decided to eat here at the Hung Kee Seafood Restaurant. So we're gonna pick some fresh seafood. The way it works is you choose from these tanks and then they cook it to order the way you want it to be cooked. So we're gonna go and select a few types of fish and shellfish and other sea critters. We got some mantis prawns. Got some razor clams. Got some regular clams. Some scallops, fresh scallops. And a fish. This guy's still alive right here. He was just swimming. And we're gonna get a lobster. Spiny lobster. And a spiny lobster.
This is gonna be one awesome meal.
The best part is you get to choose the way it's cooked. So you won't make it the wrong way because you choose. Okay, so we just got seated and the anticipation is real. I can't wait for all this food to come out. These clams came out first. It was a black pepper sauce. So let's go ahead and try it. All right. Okay, looks like I hit the jackpot. We got 2 clams in here. Alright, let's eat it with a bite of onion. You can tell it's really nice and fresh. The clams are really nice and meaty. And the sauce is just spicy enough. Not terribly spicy. Really nice start, really nice appetizer. Next up are these razor clams. It's done the same way as the regular clams. Wow, look at that. Got some onion. And some pepper to go along with it for the perfect bite. Alright, let's go in for it. Really good. Really fresh. Really nice natural sweetness to it. I'm not gonna lie, you do have to chew a bit because they're such big pieces. But really delicious, and that lobster just came out. Wow, look at that. Okay, this next dish is really beautiful. This is the Australian spiny lobster and noodles baked with cheese. So we're gonna grab a piece of lobster meat right here. Wow, look at that. These are giant. Look at that piece. And we're gonna grab some noodles on the bottom. Wow, look at that. See a waterfall of noodles. Gotta go right in when I'm trying a little bit of the noodles first. Oh. It is really good. All the juices from the lobsters have come onto these noodles. And this tastes like just like baked, cheesy, lobster flavored noodles. Got the natural sweet lobster taste along with like the aromatic baked cheese taste. A perfect combination. Let's go in for this lobster meat. Okay, so the flavor is really nice. That strong lobster flavor, naturally sweet, but the texture is a bit chewy. I wish it was a little more tender, but this was a pretty good sized lobster, so I can see why it would be a little bit chewy and a little more meatier. But other than that, the flavors are really nice. The contrast from like the sweet lobster taste and the cheesy taste is really good. Next up are these fried salt and pepper tiger prawns. They give you scissors because you need to sort of cut them open. Okay, look at all that meat in there, guys. Look at that meat, guys. It's good stuff. Really hot still. Really nice salt and pepper flavor. The meat is really tender, actually. This is as tender as I thought the lobster would be. Lobster turned out to be chewy, but this makes up for it. This is really good. You get that really nice flavor from it being fried real quick, really fresh. Really delicious. And now we have this giant scallop. It's steamed with garlic on top. Got some green onion and some vermicelli right here, noodles. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Wow, look at that. That scallop is huge. Look at the size of this thing. Wow. I'm gonna go right in. It's really meaty. Very tender for how big it is. Let's try the vermicelli noodles. The noodles absorb all the taste, all the flavors from the scallop, the juices, and that garlic takes it to the next level, guys. This is really nice. Last up, I think this is either a red snapper or a red striped bass. Plain and simple, it's steamed with some soy sauce. So let's go ahead and carve out a piece of meat right here. Okay. Put some more soy sauce on top. Some greens. Alright, let's give it a shot. It's really good. Really clean, not fishy at all. Very pure taste until it's just steamed. And there's a little soy sauce on top. It's like a not too salty soy sauce. It's like a light soy sauce. It's really good. Alright, we just finished up here at the Hung Kee restaurant with our seafood feast. Everything was really good. I wish the lobster was a little bit more tender. And after we started digging into that fish, a lot of the meat was stuck to the bone. So if I could change two things, that'd be it. But otherwise, everything was really fresh. Everything tasted amazing. The theme was definitely pure seafood freshness. I mean, you can't beat it. The seafood is like in the tank swimming 1 second, and then next second it's in front of you on a plate. If you love seafood, then you definitely got to come down to the Sai Kung area and give it a try, because you will not be disappointed. I'm going to end the vlog here for tonight. We're going to head back to the hotel and rest up. But as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more Food and Travel 360 videos.